It's the 2018 Gridiron Classic Series. Sponsored by Pro Football Hall of Fame, College Football Hall of Fame, Bleacher, Zenith, Loudmouth, Free Bands, and more. Be a part of one of the tours. Unlimited weight classes, 5U, 14U. Battle of the Gulf Coast in Mobile, Alabama, July 27th to the 29th. Battle of the Midway in Chicago, Illinois, August 3rd to the 5th. Battle of the South in Atlanta, Georgia, August 10th to the 12th. Battle of the West, Las Vegas, Nevada, August 17th to the 19th. Championship games broadcast live on NYSR National Sports Radio with me, Kenny Long, the voice, Tiger Radio, and Friday Night Tights. To register or for more information on how you can participate, go to GridironClassicSeries.com or call 470-210-8559. The 2018 Gridiron Classic Series. Hi, Kenny Long with NYSR. Thank you for listening, and I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. If you'd like to be a sponsor and advertise your business or event on NYSR, send an email to nationalusportsradio@gmail.com with your contact info for more information. Once again, welcome and thank you for listening to NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio.
So Hoodie. So Hoodie is a patent standalone hood giving the perfect feel of a hoodie without that heavy sweatshirt.
So Hoodie provides the perfect workout while giving you freedom of movement.
So Hoodie can also provide the means to stay cool during hot weather.
So Hoodie comes in the classic sweat hoodie to stay warm. Or in a terry cloth hoodie perfect for soaking in cold water.
Put your team logo on your hoodie and support your favorite team.
So Hoodie is perfect for team practices, warm-ups, and on the sidelines during games.
To order your hoodie for your team, email nationalusportsradio@gmail.com or call Don Long at 210-859-1045 for more information. Also, you can go to nationalusportsradio.com and click on the So Hoodie tab, or check them out at www.sohoodie.com. So Hoodie.
Get in the hood.
You're listening to NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. Welcome to the Kenny Long Show on NYSR. And now your host, Kenny Long.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. This is the Kenny Long Show every Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. And let me start off tonight by apologizing, as tonight should have been a recap.
National.
It should have been a recap of the Battle of the O in Muskogee, Oklahoma. But unfortunately, I found out the week of that the event had been canceled, so we did not make that trip to Muskogee. So it's unfortunate, as we were looking forward to going up there and seeing some great football in Oklahoma, but they were unable to get enough teams apparently to participate, and so they eventually had to cancel the event. So we weren't able to make that trip, go up there and enjoy some Oklahoma football. Hopefully they can put that together, and we'll take it into consideration at that point and see if we can't get sometime get into Oklahoma, meet some of them players, some of the young men that compete in Oklahoma, and see what Oklahoma football is all about. And anybody else who shoots out there trying to take part in the event that they're trying to put together out there, which it kind of led me to this topic because I know it's not easy. I've been a part of many different football tournaments throughout my years. And I got to tell you, this is not an easy feat to do. James Davis in the house, checking him out here on Facebook Live. We're on Facebook Live as well, here on the Kenny Long Show here in NYSR. I've been through many tournaments. I've been to many tournaments around the nation, here, of course, here in Texas. And, putting together a tournament of that magnitude is not something that is easy to do. It's not easy to do. And so it begged the question, what does it take to run a successful tournament? We're going to kind of get into it here in a little bit later on. About 8:30, we're going to open up the phone lines at 979-353-4421. What does it take? What does it really take to run a successful tournament? I'm not just talking about, the simple stuff, the obvious stuff. What in the background occurs? What happens? How many phone calls does it take? How many people do you talk to? Let's talk about the money. What happens with all of that? What does it take to put something like this together? The referees, finding the proper fields, enough fields. I mean, we're talking about a tournament level football here. You need more than one field. You need more than one field. And depending on how big this tournament gets, could determine just how many fields you need at any given time, which of course means that many more referees that you need at any given time. That many sets of chains, yard markers. What about the concessions? There's a lot to putting these things together, and I want to put this out there, and I'm inviting everybody. I mean, don't just think coaches or organizers to call in and do this. I want to hear from everybody. Organizations that have competed in these, that have been to some good ones and some bad ones. I want to hear the feedback on the bad ones as well, because here's my motto on that. If we don't talk about it, and trust me, and one of the things I'm not going to do is Facebook Live. It's on. You can see me here in our studios here in Brenham, Texas. That's why it's on there. I do watch and read some of the comments that come across as quickly as I can, because sometimes it gets to rolling pretty good. But I'm not going to answer any of the comments on the Facebook Live. I want you to call in, 979-353-4421. And I kind of posted this about 45 minutes ago. And I said that we want to hear the bad stuff as well, the horror stories. We want to hear the bad experiences, because those that are out there trying to put tournaments together, if they don't hear this, then they don't know. If they don't hear some of the bad experiences people have heard, people have seen, people have been a part of, then they don't know what to look out for while they're putting their tournament together. And trust me, there are hundreds, maybe thousands of tournaments, not just in football. We're talking baseball, soccer, basketball. Good Lord, I heard of a tournament going on in, I want to say it was in Washington. It was a badminton tournament. They were trying to recruit teams from all over the United States to come to Washington State, for a badminton tournament. Badminton. So there's all kinds of different sports tournaments that are out there. Obviously, the one that I've dealt with the most is football. And I got to tell you, I've been a part of some really great tournaments in football, in youth football. And I've also been a part of I've seen some really bad ones. So I want to know what your thought is when it comes to these kind of tournaments. So get your thoughts together, maybe some of the good, maybe some of the bad that you've dealt with, and give us a call at 979-353-4421 as we try to make this a very interactive show for you, the listeners, to join us here on NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio, as we will be joining you live every Tuesday starting at 8 p.m. here on NYSR. And we got some big things coming up. Big things coming up. Of course, we were supposed to be in Oklahoma this past weekend. We were supposed to kind of wrap that event up tonight, but unfortunately that didn't occur. It was canceled, so we weren't able to attend and give you kind of any wrap-up of it. Some great football games that we saw. But coming up next month, it is the Gridiron Classic Series. Now, you've seen me post about it. You've seen a lot of posts on social media about the Gridiron Classic Series. It is coming up. First weekend is the last weekend in July, the 27th, 28th, and 29th. I will be heading to Mobile, Alabama to cover the Gridiron Classic Series. It's the Battle of the Gulf Coast, I believe they're calling it, down there in Mobile, Alabama. First chance for me to get to Alabama. So that's going to be exciting. My main man, Wayne the Voice Matthews, is going to be joining me out there as well. So we're going to be collaborating out in Mobile. We're going to see some great football teams, great youth football teams that are coming out to Alabama. But then the following weekend, here's my agenda that's coming up for this, by the way. Gridiron Classic Series. I'm flying out Thursday. I'm flying out Thursday on the 26th. And I'm not going to get back home to Brenham, Texas until Monday the 30th. I'll get to spend part of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at home. And then Thursday, August 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, the Gridiron Classic Series continues. We head to Chicago, Illinois. Now we got some great teams that are attending that one. I've already been seeing all the posts on social media for the Gridiron Classic Series. Great teams are going to be showing up to Chicago. We're going to see some teams out of the north heading up to the midway of Chicago. Then the third weekend, I'm not even done. I'll come back home on August 6th, be home the 7th and 8th, and fly out again August 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. We go where it all started, Atlanta, Georgia, for the Georgia Gridiron Classic, part of the Gridiron Classic Series. And there's been some heavy hitters that are about to show up to Atlanta. So we're going to have a fantastic time. Oh, did I mention the fourth week? Yes, 4 straight weeks of the Gridiron Classic Series. We're going to have full coverage right here on NYSR. As on the final week of the 4-week event, I'll be flying out August 16th. I'll be there 17th, 18th, and 19th as we head to Las Vegas, Nevada. So we're heading to Las Vegas for the Gridiron Classic Series in Vegas. And let me tell you, don't think that football is not going to be the order. We're going to have a fantastic time for 4 straight weeks of youth football. I'm going to get a chance to see some of the greatest, best youth football in the nation. In the South, the Southeast, the Midwest, down to the West. And more of these events are coming. Next year is going to be even bigger. Next year may be even bigger. So the Gridiron Classic Series, it's a 4-weekend event coming up. 4 locations. Mobile, Alabama, Chicago, Illinois, Atlanta, Georgia, Las Vegas, Nevada. I think there's still time. Still time, maybe a few slots left. If you got a squad, you think if you've been beating your chest all over social media about your squad, about how great they are, about how you can take on anybody. I've seen it. I see it all over social media all week long when I'm trolling around. I got so many people on my Facebook page, I can't help but sit there and troll around and look at all the comments that are being made. People beating their chest about their squad, about how no one can beat them. We the best. We the champs. We about that life. We want that smoke. That's all the cliches that I see out there. We all about that fire. We all about that smoke. We the truth. 4 chances for you to bring that squad on a national level. Now, don't forget the Pro Football Hall of Fame is involved as well. So this is a chance for you to bring all that smack, all that keyboard warrior stuff that I see on social media, and bring it to the football field. Let's see that squad that you say is so good. City Colts out of Indianapolis are coming. I think it's the Rich City Spiders. I've heard a lot about the Rich City Spiders. I am excited to see the Rich City Spiders. I've heard a lot about them. Never gotten to see them play. And I'm hoping to get a chance to see them play this year. I think it was the Noble Knights. I think it was the latest entry that was posted up on social media that's going to be attending. Let me see if I can pull that up here real quick. The DMV Knights. They're going to be going to the Georgia Gridiron Classic down in Atlanta. They're going down to the ATL. So if you've got a squad that you think has got the smoke to put something up at the Gridiron Classic Series at one of the locations, like again, you can go to Mobile, Alabama, July 27th to the 29th, Chicago, Illinois, August 3rd to the 5th, Atlanta, August 10th to the 12th, and then Las Vegas, in the 17th to the 19th. Register now at gridironclassicseries.com. Again, that's gridironclassicseries.com. Or give a call or text 470-210-8559. Because there is some serious heat coming to one of these events near you. Rich City Spiders, let's see. They're coming to Atlanta. Rich City Spiders are coming to Atlanta. The Spartans, I can't see what name, it's just Spartans. Let's see, where are they coming? The Tremont Spartans, there they are, the Tremont Spartans. They're coming to the Atlanta date. That Atlanta date's filling up quick. Don't forget, you got Alabama, you got Chicago, you got Vegas. The Atlanta Tigers are leaving Atlanta. They're going to the Alabama Gridiron Classic. So we'll be seeing the Atlanta Tigers in Alabama. Of course, City Colts, they're going to be in Chicago. They're out of Illinois. Indiana. The Trimmer Saints headed to Alabama. The Virginia Sun Devils coming to Atlanta. Who else we got here? The Charleston Ravens coming to Alabama. The Milwaukee Junior Generals. Didn't know they played football in Milwaukee. Oh, that's right. That's in Wisconsin, isn't it? Green Bay Packer area. Just joking. Milwaukee Junior Generals. They're coming to Chicago. That's just a taste of what's coming your way here at the Gridiron Classic Series. It is a huge, huge, huge event. You want to be a part of it. So make sure you go to gridironclassicseries.com and get registered as soon as possible. Again, if you're one of those coaches that comes on here, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to call you out each and every time. I'm going to start calling you out. If I see a post on social media, some coach posting pictures of his squad, talking about how they this and they that, but they're not registered for the Gridiron Classic Series, I'm going to call you out. Because it's not even just one date. It is 4 dates that you can choose from. And come show just how tough that squad of yours is. Because I want to see it. I know Wayne wants to see it. I know I want to see it. I think James Davis wants to see it. I think a bunch of people want to see this. All that talk. Chris Jordan wants to see it. Corey Josie wants to see it. All these people just jump in the jaws. That come on Facebook, come on Twitter, and start just jibber jabbering about how great that squad is that they've got at home. Gridiron Classic Series is the place to bring them. Again, 4 dates, 4 straight weekends. You can choose to go to Atlanta, Chicago, Mobile, Alabama, Las Vegas, Nevada. Because otherwise, I don't even want to hear from you. Again, the invitation is open. Anybody who has signed up to join us at the Gridiron Classic Series, email me at nationalyouthsportsradio@gmail.com. That's National Youth Sports Radio, all one word, at gmail.com. Your contact information, and we'll get you set up for an interview, whether we pre-record the interview or we do it live here on Tuesday nights. Whichever works. I want to talk to you coaches and kind of get a feel what you guys are looking for, what kind of competition you're looking for, and give you a chance to kind of pump up your organization since you're willing to put your neck out there and come and attend one of these events, these national events. You know, we want to give you an opportunity to kind of talk your group up, what you're all about, who you are, what you're all about, how long you've been around. And, of course, we'll ask some other questions here and there. One of the topics that is still running out there. I mean, it's something that has to be talked about. It has to continue to be a conversation, and that is the safety of these kids in youth sports, particularly the attack on youth football. What are you doing as an organization to ensure the safety of your players? And if we want, we can get into that tonight as well at 979-353-4421. That's 979-353-4421. So we're going to step away, take a quick commercial break, and we're going to get the phone lines up and running. Again, 979-353-4421. That's the number to call. You're listening to the Kenny Long Show on NYSR every Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. Give us a call. We want to hear what you've got to say. What does it take to run a successful youth sports tournament? Not just football, but any sport. What does it take to run a successful youth tournament? And give me your good and your bad. What's some of the bad things you've seen? What's some of the good things you've seen? I want to hear from coaches. I want to hear from parents. I want to hear from organizers of these events. Keep it here. We'll be back here on NYSR. You're listening to the Kenny Long Show.
You're listening to NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio.
Hi, Kenny Long here with NYSR and Friday Night Tykes, and I want to talk to you about rain gutters. With the recent heavy rains in South Texas, many of us have come to realize that the rain gutters on our homes either don't work or simply just don't exist, destroying flower beds and just creating a mess. Let me tell you about Curtis McCluskey with Advanced Rain Control. He is your go-to guy for seamless gutters, cleanouts, and repairs. Serving San Antonio and the surrounding areas with over 25 years experience, Curtis will get you a quality rain control gutter system on your home at a quality price. Contact Curtis at 210-863-9881 for your free quote today. That's 210-863-9881. Advanced Rain Control is a proud sponsor of NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. Don't get caught in the rain without a quality gutter system on your home. From Advanced Rain Control, call Curtis today at 210-863-9881 and tell him Kenny Long from NYSR sent you.
The Kenny Long Show, every Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. Central on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. Follow us on Twitter at Kenny Long NYSR or on Facebook, facebook.com/Kenny Long NYSR.
San Antonio Regulators!
San Antonio Regulators Football, a premier all-women semi-pro football team representing San Antonio, Texas in the IWFL. Come out and support the Regulators as they mount up and drive for an IWFL championship. All home games will be played at the Wheatley Heights Sports Complex, 200 Noblewood Drive in San Antonio, Texas. Tickets are $10 from your favorite Regulator, $10 plus a convenience fee online at facebook.com/San Antonio Regulators, or $12 at the gate. NYSR is proud to be the new home and voice of the San Antonio Regulators. All San Antonio Regulators home games will be broadcasted live on NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio, with Kenny Long, the voice of Friday Night Tights. Just go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the live San Antonio Regulators link.
San Antonio Regulators football!
Regulators, mount up. Sports Safe. Sports Safe is a brand of video games designed to educate youth players ages 5 through 13 about sportsmanship and safety. Using any compatible mobile device, tablet, or computer, kids and parents alike can learn about safer play through short, interactive scenarios. Dr. Jillian Hotz and her team have created this uniquely designed game system for both player education and to serve as a compliance tool for leagues and teams. Sports Safe is now a proud sponsor of NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. For more information on how you can participate, purchase, and be a part of Sports Safe, you can check them out on the web at www.sportsafe.com. That's sports with a Z, safe.com. Or go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the Sports Safe banner. You can also email them at info@sportsafe.com. Give them a call at 1-800-970-3886. Sports Safe. Play safe. Hi, Kenny Long with NYSR. Thank you for listening, and I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. If you'd like to be a sponsor and advertise your business or event on NYSR, send an email to nationalyouthsportsradio@gmail.com with your contact info for more information. Once again, welcome and thank you for listening to NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. It's the 2018 Gridiron Classic Series, sponsored by the Pro Football Hall of Fame, College Football Hall of Fame, Bleacher, Zenith, Loudmouth, Free Bands, and more. Be a part of one of the tours. Unlimited weight classes 5U through 14U. Battle of the Gulf Coast in Mobile, Alabama, July 27th to the 29th. Battle of the Midway in Chicago, Illinois, August 3rd to the 5th. Battle of the South in Atlanta, Georgia, August 10th to the 12th. Battle of the West, Las Vegas, Nevada, August 17th to the 19th. Championship games will be broadcast live on NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio, with me, Kenny Long, the voice of Typer Radio and Friday Night Tights. To register or for more information on how you can participate, go to gridironclassicseries.com or call 470-210-8559. The 2018 Gridiron Classic Series.
So Hoodie. So Hoodie is a patented standalone hood giving the perfect feel of a hoodie without the heavy sweatshirt.
So Hoodie provides the perfect workout while giving you freedom of movement.
So Hoodie can also provide the means to staying cool during hot weather.
So Hoodie comes in the classic sweat hoodie to stay warm, or in a terry cloth hoodie perfect for soaking in cold water.
Put your team logo on your So Hoodie and support your favorite team.
So Hoodie is perfect for team practices, warm-ups, and on the sidelines during games.
To order your So Hoodie for your team, email nationalyouthsportsradio@gmail.com or call Donna Long at 210-859-1045 for more information. Also, you can go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the So Hoodie tab, or check them out at www.sohoodie.com. So Hoodie.
Get in the hood. Create the vibe. Create the movement. Create the culture. With Houston's premium streetwear clothing brand, Mad Culture, offering t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and accessories. Follow the brand on social media at Mad Culture Brand to purchase your Mad Culture gear. Visit www.madculturebrand.com and use the code MADSPORTS for 20% off your next purchase. madculturebrand.com. Listen to the Kenny Long Show every Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. Central Time here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio as we discuss the topics affecting youth sports today. The Kenny Long Show on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. Tuesday nights starting at 8 p.m. on NYSR.
You're listening to NYSR National Youth Sports Radio.
And welcome back live here from our studios in Brenham, Texas. It is NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. The Kenny Long Show every Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. Dylan Hornsbogg's jumping in the house. Thank you and welcome. TNT Henderson, Timothy Williams, Jake Hodges all joining in. Thank you for joining us here. 979-353-4421. That is the number to call. And the question of the day, the topic of the day we're talking about, what does it take to put together a successful youth sports tournament? I know the biggest thing we deal in, and I deal in, is football, but of course, any sport at this point. What does it take to really put something together that's worthwhile? I mean, there's been a lot of us that have seen or have been a part of some really bad tournaments. Some of us have been part of some really great tournaments. What do you see that it takes to put together a tournament like this, any kind of tournament that is successful? And what are some of the bad things you've seen? And the reason why we're not bringing up to bash anybody. I don't want to hear anything about what tournament it was. Just what was the experience? If it was a bad experience, we want to hear about that. And the reason why we want to hear about the bad experiences as well, because we can't learn if we don't know. So those that are trying to put tournaments together, those that are working hard to really put a really quality youth tournament together, sports tournament together, they need to hear the mistakes that others have made. What are the experience as a parent taking your child to one of these tournaments? What has been your experience? What are some of the bad things that you see that occur that you'd like someone to kind of do something about? Now, I know one of the comments that I'll probably hear, will definitely hear from somebody, has got something to say about it. It's going to be referees. And, I got to tell you, referees is always going to be a topic and an issue. Always. Each and every time. It's going to be a topic. It's going to be an issue. These referees, we have to remember when it comes to dealing with referees, dealing in youth sports, these guys are not professionals. These guys are not paid professionals. They're not NFL. They're not NCAA referees. They're just not. And I think sometimes we expect that. Yes, are they being paid? Sure, they're getting paid. That's why they're out there doing it, as kind of an extra side gig, just like anybody else. So again, as we said earlier, we got the Facebook Live on there. You can check out me live here in the studio. But I want you to call in with these comments. 979-353-4421. That's the number to call. 979-353-4421. People want to hear what it is you think that takes to run a successful tournament. If you're an organizer who's run tournaments, give us a call. If you're a coach who's participated in these tournaments, give us a call. If you're a parent that's taking your child to one of these events, give us a call. Good or bad. We want to hear the good or bad. 979-353-4421. There's a lot And I'm seeing some comments. They're flashing past me here on the Facebook Live. The comments are great, but we want to hear it. Let the listeners hear it. 979-353-4421. Of course, the other question that we put out there is, with the attack on youth sports right now, in particular youth football, and make no mistake, it's under attack. And if you haven't heard about this, then you have been sleeping on some sort of boulder in your backyard. Because youth sports, in particular youth football, is completely under attack. It is completely under attack. Hi, NYSR. This is Kenny Long Show. Who's this?
This is Corey from Louisville.
Corey, how are you doing, sir?
Mr. Kenny?
Yes, sir. How are you, Corey?
I'm feeling good, man. How you been, sir?
I've been doing all right. Just begging the question, and I think that's why you're calling in, is what does it take to run a successful youth sports tournament?
Honestly, man, to me, honesty and clarity, they're the two biggest components that prohibit not only tournaments, but everything with youth sports.
Now elaborate. What do you mean by honesty and clarity? In what aspects? That could be taken in several different directions.
Well, I mean, you can honestly take it in all directions. Tournaments, a lot of tournaments out there get run and get put out there for the wrong reasons. A lot of tournaments get brought up to make money off kids. A lot of tournaments get put out there and they put a national tournament label on it, when in all actuality, it really isn't a national tournament. There's very few tournaments that are actually, national tournaments. That's what I mean as far as honesty and clarity.
So let me ask you. So if you get a tournament, let's say you're in Louisville, Kentucky. Let's say you get a tournament that pops up in Kentucky, in Louisville, and they get a team out of Tennessee to attend this tournament. Does that make it a national tournament?
In my opinion, no, I don't think. I view it as something being called a national tournament different, because in all actuality, living in a state that's only 2 hours away, I view that just as a regional tournament.
Okay.
To me, a national tournament would have like implications, like the Texas Select tournament. When that team from Indiana traveled down there, that's national. You know what I'm saying? That's distance. That's not regional. You know what I mean? I view that differently. Some people may not see it like I do, but I view that would just be a regional tournament to me. Now, if you get teams from other parts outside of the region, then it would be national. But if you just get a team like from there or Indiana, that's just a regional tournament.
Yeah, but I know what game you're talking about there. They came down to play the San Antonio Outlaws. But to me, that wasn't even a tournament. That was just a matchup that they decided to put together and decided they'd come down to Texas to play it.
I was under the impression that it was a tournament.
Well, no, there were other teams involved because they didn't want them to have a wasted trip to bring their whole organization down and not have a game to play.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I understand that. But when we talk about a tournament, when you're putting something together, let's say, like I said, in Louisville, or I didn't say that right in the Kentucky language, Louisville, excuse me. In Louisville, in order for that tournament to be considered a national tournament, you're saying a team from Tennessee wouldn't make that. So let's say you got 6 teams right there locally in Kentucky, and you get a team out of Tennessee, maybe one out of North Carolina, and somebody out of Chicago. Does that make it a national tournament at that point?
Now, to to me it would, because it's a team coming out of the region. You know, a lot of people, to me, I look at it like region. You got Indiana, Ohio, Chicago, Tennessee. You know, those are the four states within our immediate region. You know, I look at it like teams outside of the region that come in, like a North Carolina. To me, by all means, that would then, you could then consider it a national tournament.
We're talking to Corey Bosomer. He's out of Louisville, Kentucky. Corey, you've actually been doing a bit of a Facebook podcast dealing with youth football in Kentucky, and congratulations to you on how that's going. Looks really good. I've had a chance to watch it a few times. Of course, we've had the opportunity to be a guest on there. Let me switch topics on you here real quick. What is happening in Kentucky when it comes to protecting our kids? You know, with youth football being under attack the way it is, what are you hearing of the organizations, the teams there in Kentucky? What are they doing to ensure the safety and the integrity of the game of football?
Well, you know, I don't know about all other states, but I know about the state here specifically in Kentucky, and more so, not just state, but specifically the city of Louisville. We, as organizations, put our coaches through rigorous training. We require them to get recertified every year, get recertified in safety training classes. A lot of teams and stuff have them, have CPR people on hand. You know, they put coaches and organizations through a lot of training. I'd say at least 2 to 3 different classes prior to the season actually starting. You know, we take safety very serious here in the state of Kentucky.
Now, when you say you put them through training, who is administering this training for you guys?
People outside of the city. I know they just recently had a class here, I think like a week or so ago, from some people from Cincinnati came down, and some people from somewhere else came down. And I think it went about 3 to 4 hours, or maybe a little bit longer, last Saturday.
And is this something that's been receptive to the youth coaches out there, that they're willing to go through these 3, 4, 5, 6 hour trainings in order to coach on the sidelines?
Oh, definitely. You know, and in all actuality, you know, I look at it like if you're not willing to do it, then you know you can't coach. You know, I'm not saying, yeah. Straight up, you know, safety's first.
All right. Corey Bosomer out of Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you for calling in and giving us good information, your insight on youth tournaments, what it takes to run a successful one. And, of course, you know, your comments on what's going on. Great job down there in Kentucky, what you guys are doing to ensure the safety and integrity of the game and keeping youth sports alive for our youth in this nation.
No problem, Kenny. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Thanks for calling in. 979-353-4421. That is the number to call. You want to be a part of the show. What does it take to run a successful youth sports tournament here in the United States? What are some of the horror stories? What are some of the bad things you've seen? Yeah, we only bring up the bad things, not to bash anybody. I don't want to hear about what tournament it was, who was involved, or anything like that. Just what was the situation that occurred that you'd like to put out there so people understand that this is a bad thing and to watch out for it as they put their tournaments together. 979-353-4421. That's the number to call. Also, the other topic that we're talking about here, looking for your comments on. What is your youth organization doing? And this one is particularly a football question, youth football. As many of you have seen, if you haven't seen it, you're hiding under a rock because it's been out there. Youth football is completely under attack. There are state legislators who are actually trying to ban the playing of youth football. What is your organization doing? Or even you parents. As a parent, what are you doing to ensure the safety of your child? What are the organizations, what are the teams doing to ensure the safety of the players. Because many of you have probably seen me talk about this on social media. I've been on several interviews online, on different radio shows, things of that nature, talking about this. And I've had the same message each and every time. I've had the same message. And it's kind of a twofold message. And each one works hand in hand as far as I'm concerned. Now, the first thing that I said was to these state legislators who are trying to pass bills banning kids from being able to play, particularly football. Get out of my sandbox. I can think of half a dozen more important things for these senators, these state representatives to be doing, to be voting on, to be taken care of, than getting in our sandbox and messing with things. And I don't know what sparked it. Something sparked it. I'm not sure what it was, but they're attacking something that is benefiting the youth. They're attacking something that's benefiting the youth. If you go and you ban youth sports, any contact sports, which are some of these bills that have been presented, not just football, they're talking about any contact sport. So technically, if you really look at it, that rules out football, hockey, basketball, soccer, baseball. Because believe it or not, baseball is a contact sport. Unless you've never watched a game and see someone round third and head for home and plow into the catcher. Unless you've never seen a pitcher misthrow the ball and hit a player in the head. Unless you've never seen a player sliding into second or third base and wiping out the base. So baseball is just as much of a contact sport as football, soccer, and hockey. Oh, by the way, and you can check this. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but I've seen it several times. More concussions occur in soccer than they do in football. I want to go a little bit deeper. More concussions occur in women's soccer, in girls' soccer, than in any other contact sport. And we got the World Cup going on right now. So what are you doing to improve this? And that's where this second part of my comments have been. That kind of go hand in hand. Yeah, legislators, get out of my sandbox. But at the same time, we need to be doing something to protect the sport. We need to do something to protect ourselves as well as our kids when it comes to these contact sports and these legislators trying to do what they're doing. Hi, NYSR, you're on the air.
Hey, Kenny, how's it going?
That's good. Who am I talking to?
This is Jake Hodges out of Midland.
Jake Hodges in Midland. How are you, sir?
I'm doing wonderful, Just trying not to cook out here in the heat.
Trying not to cook out in the heat.
Yeah, like me actually cooking.
Little garlic salt, little pepper, you'll be all right.
Oh yeah.
So what are your comments on this on how to run a successful tournament? Is it something that you've experienced in a bad way or a good way?
A little bit of both. I mean, I commented on here. I think the venue makes a big difference. I mean, a lot of people can throw something together just in their backyard, but if you got a venue, if you got a lot of teams coming, if you got a field with several fields in close proximity to another, that way you can enjoy the whole atmosphere, and you're not jumping from one side of town to the other or walking a mile in between fields. I think that plays a big part of it, just as the whole atmosphere for the parents and the kids. So.
And I've seen that before. And being part of the Texas Youth Football Association here in San Antonio, I remember the Spring Bowl, and we get a lot of people that complain about having to go to McAllen, Texas, way down south in Texas, during the Spring Bowl. But there's a venue there with 10 football fields, all in one park that they hold this event at, the Spring Bowl, and it's perfect. No one has to go anywhere. We used to hold the Spring Bowl in San Antonio, but they were having to go all different parts of the city in different fields. And you could play one game down on the northwest side of San Antonio and then turn around and have to rush all the way to the west side in about an hour's time and get ready to play a second game.
Wow.
And
we've been through similar before, so it's tough on everybody. It wears the kids out even more than it should. You're traveling not very far, so yeah, venue's a big deal.
All right. So now the other question we have out there is, obviously with youth sports, particularly youth football, under attack by state legislators right now when it comes to safety. What is your organization doing? The kid that your kid's organization they play for. What do you see that they're doing to help improve the safety of the players to keep this at bay?
Well, a lot of it, is even in the beginning, getting train people out there to do actual fittings, maybe the actual vendors coming out to do actual fittings, make sure the equipment fits properly, your shoulder pads, your helmet fit properly, and you're not just getting a bunch of hand-me-down equipment that, that real loose fitting on you. That's a big deal there. The coaches getting certified. I know we've got to get our coaches certified. I believe they're getting certified through USA Football, Heads Up Football. We have our organization usually has a certified trainer that follows us around and tends to the kids. He hooks us up with the water. He's got the first aid. And the trainer that follows us around also does some of the semi-pro football teams out here. So having him on staff or on hand is great for these kids. Anything happens, he can evaluate them for concussions. He can treat them the way he needs to. So having somebody like that on hand is a big deal.
All right. So great comments, great information about tournaments and, of course, about the safety of our kids as we head into the fall season. You guys ready for the fall season?
Oh, we can't wait. We're ready. We're back in time for this season, and we're going to make a run for that championship, so we're ready for it.
All right. You guys are coming out of the Midwest, right?
Yeah. We're out here in West Texas.
In West Texas, that's right. All right, well, good luck in Midland Horn Frogs, trying to make some noise out there in West Texas. Thanks for joining us tonight.
All right, have a good one.
All righty, 979-353-4421. That's the number to call. I know I had a caller coming in during his call. You can call back here in just a little bit. We're going to step away, take a quick break here. It's 8:55, 55 minutes after 8 o'clock. We'll step away real quick, take a quick break. We'll be right back here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio.
You're listening to NYSR National Youth Sports Radio.
Hi, Kenny Long here with NYSR and Friday Night Tykes, and I want to talk to you about rain gutters. With the recent heavy rains in South Texas, many of us have come to realize that the rain gutters on our homes either don't work or simply just don't exist, destroying flower beds and just creating a mess. Let me tell you about Curtis McCluskey with Advanced Rain Control. He is your go-to guy for seamless gutters, cleanouts, and repairs. Serving San Antonio and the surrounding areas with over 25 years experience, Curtis will get you a quality rain control gutter system on your home at a quality price. Contact Curtis at 210-863-9881 for your free quote today. That's 210-863-9881. Advanced Rain Control is a proud sponsor of NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. Don't get caught in the rain without a quality gutter system on your home. From Advanced Rain Control, call Curtis today at 210-863-9881 and tell him Kenny Long from NYSR sent you.
The Kenny Long Show, every Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. Central on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. Follow us on Twitter at Kenny Long NYSR or on Facebook, facebook.com/Kenny Long NYSR.
San Antonio Regulators.
San Antonio Regulators Football, a premier all-women semi-pro football team representing San Antonio, Texas in the IWFL. Come out and support the Regulators as they mount up and drive for an IWFL championship. All home games will be played at the Wheatley Heights Sports Complex. 200 Noblewood Drive in San Antonio, Texas. Tickets are $10 from your favorite regulator, $10 plus a convenience fee online at facebook.com/San Antonio Regulators, or $12 at the gate. NYSR is proud to be the new home and voice of the San Antonio Regulators. All San Antonio Regulators home games will be broadcasted live on NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio, with Kenny Long, the voice of Friday Night Tights. Just go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the live San Antonio Regulators link.
San Antonio Regulators football.
Regulators, mount up. Sports Safe. Sports Safe is a brand of video games designed to educate youth players ages 5 through 13 about sportsmanship and safety. Using any compatible mobile device, tablet, or computer, kids and parents alike can learn about safer play through short, interactive scenarios. Dr. Jillian Hotz and her team have created this uniquely designed game system for both player education and to serve as a compliance tool for leagues and teams. Sports Safe is now a proud sponsor of NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. For more information on how you can participate, purchase, and be a part of Sports Safe, you can check them out on the web at www.sportsafe.com. That's sports with a Z, safe.com. Or go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the Sports Safe banner. You can also email them at info@sportsafe.com. Give them a call at 1-800-970-3886. Sports Safe. Play safe. Hi, Kenny Long with NYSR. Thank you for listening, and I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. If you'd like to be a sponsor and advertise your business or event on NYSR, send an email to nationalyouthsportsradio@gmail.com with your contact info for more information. Once again, welcome and thank you for listening to NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. It's the 2018 Gridiron Classic Series, sponsored by the Pro Football Hall of Fame, College Football Hall of Fame, Bleacher, Zenith, Loudmouth, Free Bands, and more. Be a part of one of the tours. Unlimited weight classes 5U through 14U. Battle of the Gulf Coast in Mobile, Alabama, July 27th to the 29th. Battle of the Midway in Chicago, Illinois, August 3rd to the 5th. Battle of the South in Atlanta, Georgia, August 10th to the 12th. Battle of the West, Las Vegas, Nevada, August 17th to the 19th. Championship games will be broadcast live on NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio, with me, Kenny Long, the voice of Tiger Radio and Friday Night Tights. To register or for more information on how you can participate, go to gridironclassicseries.com or call 470-210-8559. The 2018 Gridiron Classic Series.
So Hoodie. So Hoodie is a patented standalone hood giving the perfect feel of a hoodie without the heavy sweatshirt.
So Hoodie provides the perfect workout while giving you freedom of movement.
So Hoodie can also provide the means to staying cool during hot weather.
So Hoodie comes in the classic sweat hoodie to stay warm, or in a terry cloth hoodie perfect for soaking in cold water.
Put your team logo on your So Hoodie and support your favorite team.
So Hoodie is perfect for team practices, warm-ups, and on the sidelines during games.
To order your So Hoodie for your team, email nationalyouthsportsradio@gmail.com or call Donna Long at 210-859-1045 for more information. Also, you can go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the So Hoodie tab, or check them out at www.sohoodie.com. So Hoodie.
Get in the hood. Create the vibe. Create the movement. Create the culture. With Houston's premium streetwear clothing brand, Mad Culture, offering t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and accessories. Follow the brand on social media at Mad Culture Brand. To purchase your Mad Culture gear, visit www.madculturebrand.com and use the code MADSPORTS for 20% off your next purchase. madculturebrand.com. Listen to the Kenny Long Show every Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. Central Time here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio as we discuss the topics affecting youth sports today. The Kenny Long Show on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio, Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. on NYSR.
You're listening to NYSR National Youth Sports Radio.
And welcome back to the Kenny Long Show here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. 979-353-4421. That is the number to call. What does it take to run a successful tournament? And of course, the other thing we're talking about is, what is your organization? What are you doing as a parent? What is your organization doing to ensure the safety of our kids in youth football? Nine seven nine 353-4421. That's the number to call. James Davis was trying to call in earlier. The line's open, James. Give me a call. James Davis out there in Jackson, Mississippi, has run a tournament. We attended that tournament. It was a fantastic event. I think sometimes parents go into these tournaments expecting perfection. At least in my opinion, they're expecting perfection. And I know James Davis will tell you, I know my man Brett Cooper will tell you that there's nothing perfect about running a youth sports tournament, youth football tournament. There's nothing perfect about it. There's always something that's going to happen. There's always something that's going to happen. I did one up in North Texas, and great venue, fantastic venue. But it was a college stadium, and in the middle of the event, everything had to stop. Players, coaches, everybody had to vacate the stadium for about, and I think it was about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. They had to completely vacate, stop all games, stop everything that was going on, remove everything, so the college squad could come and have I believe it was an impromptu practice. Even though they had a practice facility right across the street, which by all accounts, everything they were doing, of course, we weren't supposed to be anywhere near to see what they were doing, but what I was able to see what they were doing really was nothing that couldn't have been done at the practice facility. But nonetheless, it happened. And I guarantee you that those organizers were hearing parents moan, groan, complain. Probably heard some comments of, this is the worst event I've ever been to. And it was nothing that they could have done about it. There was nothing. This was all on the college that they were at, the university that they were at. In particular, that particular head coach. I'd use certain words, but it was kind of a blank move. Those kind of things, I don't see that being avoidable. It's something that's thrown at you at the last moment. Weather is another issue when it comes to these tournaments. Of course, we're here now in the heat of summer, but I've been to some where it's January, February, and great weather all week long, and then you get to the weekend of the tournament, and an ice storm blows in. And everything's covered in ice. It's not even safe to allow the parents, the fans, to go up into the stands because they're all made of metal, and it's like an ice rink. I'll tell you, the biggest nightmare for me is going to some of these large facilities that they have these events at, and the gear that I have to set up to do a broadcast from a press box or a booth weighs about 80, 90 pounds. And the elevator's broken. 2 years in a row, mind you, at the same time of the year. I guarantee you that elevator during regular football season was working just fine. But for 2 years in a row at that location, and I won't name the location, I'm not going to do that. But for 2 years in a row, the elevator happens to be broken and they're waiting on a part. It was the same excuse the year before. Oh, the elevator's broken, we're waiting on a part. What are you supposed to do at that point? What are you supposed to do? You heard Jake Hodges talking about fields. And I mentioned when Taifa, during the spring season, used to hold the Spring Bowl in San Antonio. And wow, what an adventure that was. We had plenty of fields. They were just spread out all over the city. Jake, I'm trying to remember where that was at. Jake Hodges says, I remember having to boost someone through a press box window so they could unlock it in order for you to gain access. I remember that vaguely. I don't remember where that was at. I think it was during playoffs. Might have been during playoff time. Yeah, I've had some interesting situations. I've had a venue, as a broadcaster, I had a venue where I was supposed to have access to the press box. Nice facility. Nice facility, and I was supposed to be in a press box. Everything good to go. Oh, no. Once we get there, oh, no, we don't allow anybody in our press box. Are you kidding me? So I had to run a power cord from a junction box down at the bottom of the stands up into the bleachers. Luckily, I drove to this venue, so I had my canopies. Was able to set up a canopy in the stands and set up in the stands. Now, mind you, I had a great time with the parents. They all crowded around listening to the broadcast, had a great time the whole time. Then my canopy turned into the only location to stay out of the rain as it decided to rain. Now imagine I deal with electronic equipment, and water and electronics do not work well with each other. They just don't. I mean, I have yet to find a microphone that's waterproof. I have yet to find a soundboard, a computer, a laptop that's waterproof. So now I'm trying to set up a canopy. Well, I got my canopy. I'm trying to set up a tarp around everything, around the canopy, just to keep any water from getting in and getting the electronic equipment wet. I think I lost 2 microphones that day. Yeah, I lost a wireless microphone set that day. There was no rain in the forecast, but it just decided to happen. I've had people set me up to attend a venue. Oh, yeah, we got a press box. And I get there and there's no press box. Oh, well, they told us they had a press box. Their press box was a wooden platform that was made just off of the stands. No cover, no nothing. What does it take to put on a successful tournament? 979-353-4421 is the number to call. I know James Davis was going to call in. He was trying to call in earlier as we were heading to commercial. He said he was going to call back. I think he disappeared. Brett Cooper called me earlier. He called me about a half hour too early. Of course, he's on the East Coast, and he thought it was about the right time. I know he's doing things, getting things prepared already for the Brett Cooper Jr. Academic All-American Games. It's an anniversary year for the Brett Cooper. You know, every year, those athletes get to attend the Goodyear Cotton Bowl over at Jerry World. And this year, the Cotton Bowl is going to be part of the playoff series for NCAA football. So one of the top 4 teams is going to be playing in the Cotton Bowl this year. And these athletes that are invited to get accepted to the Brett Cooper Jr. Academic All-American Games going on in Dallas, Texas, that is going to be a thrill to watch. That is going to be a real thrill to watch. We'll give you more information about the Brett Cooper Jr. Academic Games coming up in later shows as we get more information from Brett Cooper. We'll start posting the link on where you can nominate some players. Remember, it's not just what they do on the field, it's also in the classroom. Hence the name, the Brett Cooper Jr. Academic All-American. Great event. We've done it 3 years running. We'll be doing it a 4th year. (979-353-4421). What does it take to run a successful youth sports tournament? And the other topic we've been talking about is, what is your organization doing to ensure the safety of our kids? And most of you know that I'm highly involved with the Texas Youth Football Association here in Texas. And I know Taifa is doing a lot of great things when it comes to that. We talked about it over on the other network, Taifa Radio. But they're doing even more and more as time goes by. They already require the flag players to wear the soft shell helmets. Flag players are now required to wear the soft shell helmets. Now, I know some people are out there saying, why are they doing that? It's flag football. If you've never been on a flag football field, watching these young kids playing this game, I don't know how many times I've seen a kid dive at a flag and take a cleat to the forehead. Or 2 kids running to get one player for the flag, and they run into each other and knock heads. These accidents do happen. And this is just another step and a way of making the game safer for our kids and keeping these nosy legislators out of our business. A lot of other great things coming that they're doing to take the forefront of protecting our kids, protecting our sport, protecting the game. Because they see this, I see this as something that's more than just worried about them trying to ban football. it's protecting the kids. It's also protecting the sport. It's protecting us. These youth football organizations are a great, great thing for these kids. It's keeping them off the streets. It's keeping them off drugs. It's keeping them out of trouble. It's making them part of a family. It's teaching them the life skills, valuable life skills. So we've got to do everything we can to protect the game to make sure that it remains in place, that these organizations are still able to bring these kids in off the streets and give them something to strive for and to learn from, to learn teamwork. Nine 353-4421. That's the number to call. So some great comments we got from Jake Hodges. We talked to Corey Bosomer out of Kentucky. Jake's out of West Texas. James Davis was going to get on there. We have a comment here. I know the 6 or 7 games that I went to, my son last year, the team didn't even have ice or wraps. That is an issue. I've seen that happen several times. Where there's no availability for ice or water for the players on the sidelines, let alone the referees. The referees are out there not just for that one game. They're out there pretty much all day long. So that's a tip right there. That's a great tip that Guy Dashnia puts out there. And that is ensuring you've got plenty of access for ice and water. Plenty of access for ice and water. I mean, even if it takes getting a sponsor to be out there, somebody that's out there making sure there's always ice, there's always water in the water jugs. Or if you're relying on the teams, the organizations to bring their own water, just making sure they've got a place to get that water. So what does it take to run a successful tournament? Speaking of tournaments, the Gridiron Classic Series coming up in about a month, live here on NYSR. We're going to be at all 4 locations starting the last weekend in July. We go to Mobile, Alabama. The following weekend, we end up in Chicago, Illinois. Weekend number 3, it is going to be where it all started, the Atlanta, Georgia, the Georgia Gridiron Classic. And then we end it about the third week of August in Las Vegas, Nevada. So some great, great stuff coming your way as we head into next month. Don't miss all the action here on NYSR. There's going to be a lot of great teams. The Rich City Spiders, the City Colts, the DMV Knights, the Atlanta Tigers, the Charlotte Ravens. Just a few of the teams that have already committed at one of the events here at the 4-week event of the Gridiron Classic Series. Again, in order: Mobile, Alabama; Chicago, Illinois; Atlanta, Georgia; Las Vegas, Nevada. If you've been beating your chest on social media, if you're talking to everybody about how great your squad is and how ain't nobody about that life, nobody can take them on, this is the place to bring them and show what you've got. Bring that smoke. Quit beating your chest. Put up or shut up. That's been my statement on that. Don't be a keyboard warrior and talk about it. Get on that plane, get on that bus, get in those vans, and come show us about it. Show us what you can do. Don't tell us. That's where I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to call it a night, 9:22, 22 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for joining us here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. This is the Kenny Long Show every Tuesday night, starting at 8 p.m. Bringing you topics that you want to hear about with youth sports and much, much more. Thank you for joining us. Y'all have a fantastic night. Be safe. We will catch you next Tuesday, starting at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. Peace out.
You've been listening to NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. Email nationalyouthsportsradio@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook at NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. On Twitter at Kenny Long NYSR. For information on how to be a sponsor, call 210-5110.